All right, 7th grade, you guys are working on your warm-ups?
Yeah.
We're on 3.4.
Oh, 4? I thought we were 3.3.
I think we're on, maybe we're on 3.3. Today is 3, let me check. All right, yes, you should be doing the 3.3 warm-up. Does anybody have any questions on this? Annual profits of a company for 5 years. Find it over a 5-year period. So you're finding the profit over these 5 years. Nope. This is how much I made my first year, second year, third year, and then I lost money. So you're going to do what with all of these?
Add them up.
Add them up and see how much money you made over those 5 years. So you just add them all up. All right, so we're going to simplify each expression. Can you take a wild guess on how we're going to simplify this? What is the name of this lesson?
Distributive property.
So we're going to use distributive property to simplify this expression. When I use distributive property, I'm going to take whatever number is in front of the parentheses, and let me get my little marker. And I'm going to multiply this number times both of the coefficients. Okay? So I'm going to do negative 1/3 times 3. What do you get?
Negative.
Okay, when it's a whole number, what do you put it over to do the multiplication? 1. So what's 1 times 3?
3.
And 3 times 1?
3.
So we have 3 over 3, which is?
1.
So the answer would be negative 1n. And then we do 1/3 times negative 1/6. This is a negative times a negative makes it a?
Positive.
Positive. What is 1/3 of 6? 6 divided by 3. Say it.
118?
2.
2.
Yes.
So we have negative n. And since it was a negative times a negative, it became a positive. Okay? Do you want me to write this? Because this was a lot of gibberish. And if I show it to you how I do it, it might be a little simpler for you.
Yeah.
So let me open my whiteboard. Okay, will you read it to me? Negative 1/3.
Oh yeah, negative 1/3. Parentheses
3n minus 6.
minus 6.
Minus 6. All right, let me change my color. So I'm taking 1/3 times 3. Okay, so that's the same thing as saying 3 over 1. So 1 times 3 would give me 3. 3 times 1 would give me 3. And this is a negative. Okay, and then you put the n. That does not look like an n. Let me try that again. I know. N. There we go. When you have 3 over 3, it becomes a?
1.
So this is negative 1n. Do I have to write the 1 when dealing with it?
No.
No, you can just write negative n. Okay, now let's do the second half. A negative times a negative is a?
Positive.
And then I have another whole number, so I put it over 1. What's 6 times 1?
6.
And 3 times 1?
3.
Okay, and a negative times a negative made it a positive. Okay, can I simplify 6 over 3?
Yes.
Which is?
2.
2. Okay, so your final answer would be negative n plus 2. Question?
Wouldn't you do 3n minus 6 first?
No, you can't combine these because this has an n, this one does not.
Oh.
That's why you distribute. Good question. Any other questions? All right, has everybody got this in your journals?
No.
Okay, I can wait just a moment. While we're waiting, 5 negative x plus 5 times negative x. This is b. We're going to do this one. So put this in your journals. This is example B, 1B. Somebody hit the play button. All right, we ready to do this one? We're going to use red. Christmas. All right, so again, we're going to use distributive property. What imaginary number is in front of this x here?
1.
Negative.
It's a negative 1, right? Where's my red? Hello? Well, blue works. I want red. Negative 1. So I can say 5 times negative 1, right? What's 5 times negative 1? 5?
X.
You sure? What's missing? There we go. It's a negative 1, so this is be a negative 5. And then we just write the x. Okay, now I do 5 times positive 3.
15.
15.
Positive.
Positive.
So positive 15. What else am I missing?
Y.
I have to put the y. Now can I combine these two?
No.
No, because this one's an x and this one's a y, right? So I'm done. I just distributed. That box is huge. Writing with a mouse is sometimes tricky. Any questions? Yes, Ricky.
So how did you get 15?
So when you're doing distributive, we do the 5 times the 3 to get the 15. We did the 5 times 1 to get the negative 5 at the beginning, and so 5 times 3 to give you 15. Good question. Any other questions? Go do your try-its. That's what he was waiting. I was like, why is Elliot staring at me strangely? All right, work on your try-its once you have this in your journal. All right, so we're going to simplify this. When you're simplifying, you distribute. However, the first thing you should look at is, can I simplify what's in the parentheses? Are there any like terms in here, 7th grade?
Yes.
Yes. What's the like term?
2 and 3. I mean, negative 1.
and 7.
The negative 1 and 7. Very good. So what is the combined negative 1 and 7?
6.
6. So I just rewrite. Yuck. Don't do it that way. I'm doing it my way. Ignore that. All right. Negative 3. I'm going to do this. Whoa. Minus 1 plus. Don't make fun of my awesome handwriting. Shh. It's with a mouse. Give me a break. Okay.
Yo, that's terrible. You should see our teachers last.
Okay. Shh. Focus. Okay, so we're combining the negative 1. Why is my blue marker not work? We're combining the negative 1 and the positive 7, and you got what?
6.
So I'm just going to rewrite negative 3, open parentheses. I combined those two, so I'm just going to say 2x. And then, is it a positive or negative 6?
Positive.
Positive, because the 7 was bigger, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now can I simplify anything else inside the parentheses?
No.
So now I'm going to distribute. Negative 3 times 2 is?
6.
Negative 6.
Negative 6.
Negative 6. Are you writing this down
Yes.
in your journals?
Yes.
Camille, are you writing this in your journal? Okay. Shh. Now I'm going to do the second half. What's negative 3 times positive 6?
Positive. No, negative 6.
What's 6 times 3?
18.
And it's a negative. Why is it a negative?
Because
There's a positive.
Because it's negative times a positive, which gives you a negative.
Wait, that's the answer.
So this would be my final answer. Negative 6x minus 18. Any questions? Any questions? Joel, do you have any questions? Okay, go do your try-its. What's your question?
So you just do 1 minus 7 and then 3 times 2 and then 3 times 6.
Technically, it's not 1 minus 7. It's 7 minus 1.
Oh.
Because 7 is larger than the 1, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to do 7 minus 1 to get the 6. So we just simplified the terms in here. And then we distributed the negative 3.
Okay.
Good?
Yes.
All right. Go 7th grade.
Whoa.
Okay, 7th grade, here's number 4. So you're going to simplify like terms first. What is like terms in here, Ricky?
Negative 3 and negative 5.
No, this has an S with
1 and
it.
5. Oh. 1 and 5.
1 and 5. They don't have S's. They don't have any variables. So what's 1 minus 5?
4. Negative 4.
Negative 4. So I'm going to say 2, negative 3S. None of that changed. 1 minus 5 gave me negative 4. So all I did was simplify on the inside to start with. Rewrite it, guys. You've got to write this down. It's going to confuse you. Don't try and do this in your head. Okay, now do 2 times negative 3. What do you get?
Negative 6. Negative 6.
Very good. And then plug the variable after it. Then you do 2 times negative 4.
Negative 8.
This is where
Write it down, guys. Seriously, write it down. Don't try and do this in your head. You're just going to make easy mistakes and frustrate yourself. Okay? Okay, keep going. Okay, number 5. 8th grade, be quiet. Daisy, go sit down. Good, but I need her to sit down because she's distracting y'all. Okay, let me write this down. We have negative 3 halves, parenthesis a, minus 4, minus 2a. All right, so looking in the parentheses, what is a like term in here?
A and 2A.
Correct. What's in front of this a?
1.
A 1. So can we combine the 1 and negative 2?
Yes.
What would you get?
3A.
It's a positive 1 and a negative 2.
Negative 3.
So it's like saying 1 minus 2.
Negative 1.
There you go.
That's where I messed up.
That's okay. Okay, so now that's combined with this one, and I just say minus 4 because we haven't really messed with that yet. Okay, now I distribute. What is negative times a negative?
Positive.
What is 3 over 2 times 1?
3 over 2.
3 over 2, and then put the variable with it, a. Okay, and the negative times a negative is a?
Positive.
So what's 3 over 2 times 4?
6.
We're about to find out. 3 over 2 times 4 over what?
1.
What's 3 times 4?
12.
Over,
2.
which is McDiego's correct answer, of 6. Is this a positive or a negative?
Negative.
Positive, because it was a negative times a negative. Good job. Oh, no, it was Elliot. Good job, Elliot. Sorry, you sit in the same area, so. Well, it has nothing to do with it. I was just listening. Their voices are similar, evidently. Okay, so that was number 5. You should all have number 5 correct now.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Oh, that's a 6.
That is a 6.
I thought it was a B.
I apologize. My awesome handwriting with a mouse is so fantastic. Because my B would be this way.
Why did it come out this weird?
This is example 3, correct? 3A. So let's look at this first. Is there anything we can simplify in the parentheses?
No.
No, because this has an n, this does not. Okay, we have this random plus 2n at the end, but we have this multiplied times everything in here first. So what is your first step?
That.
Say the fancy word. Yes, what's the fancy word? That is distribute. So we're going to distribute 1/2 times 6. What is negative 1/2 times 6?
6. That is 6 halves. 2. 6 halves.
6.
Negative 6 over 2, right?
Yeah, negative 6 over 2.
N. Don't forget the n. Okay, and then we do negative 1/2 times negative 4. What's a negative times a negative? What is a negative times a negative?
Positive.
Yeah, slow down, guys. This is not a race. 4 times 1 is 4. Because this becomes over 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Okay? Then I'm just going to say plus 2n at the end because we haven't really messed with it, but I don't want to forget about them. Okay, can I simplify these fractions?
Yes.
Yes. What is 6 divided by 2?
3.
Okay, so it becomes a negative 3n. What is 4 divided by 2?
2.
Okay, and then again, I just rewrite the 2n at the back because I don't want to forget about them. Now, do we have any other sets of like terms that we can combine?
Negative 3n and 2n.
Yes, this negative 3 and this positive 2n. So what is negative 3 plus 2?
Negative 1.
Negative 1, and do I have to write the 1?
No.
So you can say negative n plus 2. What do you mean how? We just did every single step. Oh, wow. Okay, yes. You can be wowed.
I think I just grew a brain cell.
That's good. We need lots of brain cells. Okay, write that down while I get the next one. Oh my. I'm not going to be able to write this without switching sides. So let me know when you have this. I'm going to pause for just a second. Recording. Parentheses. Minus 8. Parentheses.
3/4 D minus 1. Parentheses.
Very good. 6D minus 5 minus 8 times 3/4 D minus 1.
This is a crazy one.
It looks crazy, but we can handle it. Okay, can I simplify anything in this first one?
No.
No, so I am just going to rewrite it. 6D, because we're going to simplify other stuff first. Minus 5, and then leave it in the parentheses for now. Okay, can I distribute this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So negative 8 times 3/4.
Negative 24. No. Yes.
So you'd have 8
24/4.
times 3/4. This is 8/1, right?
Yes.
So it'd be 24/4. Can I simplify that?
Yes.
4 goes into 24 how many times? So I'd have 6D. Okay? Now I do negative 8 times negative 1. A negative times a negative is a?
Positive.
What's 8 times 1?
8. I'm sorry.
It's okay. All right. Now I've simplified everything on this side. Over here, I can technically get rid of these parentheses now.
Wow.
Because everything is simplified. So now I'm just going to combine like terms. Okay? I have a 6D minus 6D. Those are like terms, yes?
Yes.
What's 6 minus 6?
0. D.
So these are gone because 0 times D is still 0, yes?
Yes.
So now I just do negative 5 plus 8.
3.
No.
Negative 3.
Yes. No.
3.
It's a positive.
Positive 3 because the 8 is larger.
Oh, 3.
So then your answer should be
3.
3. Let's go check. 3. Yay. They make it look super super stressful on there.
Yeah.
Yes, Joaquin, question.
I would get an 8 then.
How'd I get the 8?
Yeah, literally, like,
Right here. I have a negative 8 times a negative 1. 8 times 1 is 8. Negative times negative is positive.
okay.
Good question. Any other questions? Okay, keep going on your self-assess, I'm assuming.
Try it.
Try it. Has everybody got this?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay, here's number 6 to help you. All right, so can I simplify in the parentheses? No, because it's a letter and then a number.
Yes.
So now I'm going to distribute because I can't combine these because there's no M, right? Plus this means I need to multiply. So I'm just going to distribute 1.5. What's in front of the M?
1.
So what's negative 1.5 times 1?
Negative 1.5.
Very good. Negative 1.5 times 1M. So I'm just going to put the M after it. Okay? Now I'm going to do negative 1.5 times negative 10. What is a negative times a negative?
Positive.
What is 1.5 times 10?
1.5 times 10, 15.
Okay, and then have I messed with 3.5M yet? So just rewrite it. Bring it down. 3.5M.
Oh.
Now that I've simplified the distributive property, can I simplify like terms?
Yes.
Yes. What's like terms here?
3.5M and 1.5M.
So subtract 3.5 minus 1.5, you get 2 what?
M.
And then the 15 is just tacked on the end. Woo, that's a giant 5. Okay, so you got to pick apart which step you do first. You always look at the parentheses, PEMDAS, P parentheses. We're not dealing with exponents. So then you're going to multiply and divide. When you see parentheses, that means multiplication. Distributive property is multiplication. You guys understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Any questions on how we did this? You're loud. All right, so do number 7. Okay, this is double distributive. So you're going to distribute this first, simplify this side, Distribute the second one, simplify that side. So it's just double distributive property, and then simplify like terms. 7th grade, are you ready?
Yes.
What is this, example 4?
Yes.
Example 4. A square pool, write this in your journals, has a side length of S number of feet. How many 1-foot square tiles does it take to tile the border of a pool? I will warn you, this is probably one of the harder examples, so please take good notes here. You are given information about a square pool and square tiles. You are asked to find the number of tiles it takes to tile the border of a pool. So, let's draw a diagram that represents the situation and then write the expression. So here's your pool. Okay? We know the length of the pool here is how many feet? S. Okay? And then S again here. We also know that the tiles are 1-foot square tiles, right? So if I have a tile here at the corner and a tile here at the corner and another one here at the corner, these are all 1 feet, right?
Yes.
So this is technically S plus how many?
1, 2.
2, right? And then from here, if I go from the pool to the pool, it's just S. You see that? Because I can't double count this corner tile. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so then I have S plus 2 and S plus 2 and then an S and an S. So can I create an equation now to find the perimeter of all these?
Yes.
Yeah, I have 2 of the S plus 2s, right?
Plus 2S.
And then I have 2 that are just S, so you add the 2S. Dang it, I didn't want to click that yet. Okay, so I have 2 of the S plus 2, that's the top and the bottom of the pool, and then 2 S's. So what am I going to do to this front part right here?
Distribute.
Yes, distribute. What is 2 times S?
2S.
2S. What is 2 times 2?
4.
4. So I'd have 2S plus 2S plus 4. What is a 2S and a 2S?
4.
4S. So I have 4S plus 4. So that is the expression that tells you how many tiles you need to tile the pool.
Oh.
Another method.
It's just showing you can get the same answer. Okay, let me write it down one more time for you guys. So we had 2 of the S plus 2s. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, plus 2 just S's. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're distributing. 2 times S is
4.
2S. 2 times 2 is
4.
4. Okay, I haven't messed with this. I'm just going to rewrite plus 2S. Everybody good so far?
Yes.
Now I can combine this 2S and this 2S, right? What's 2S plus 2S?
4.
4S.
4S. Okay, and then I just say plus 4. So this is your expression as your answer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Any questions? Okay. So if you have not finished self-assessment through number 15, which I know none of you have yet, make sure you have that done before tomorrow, okay?
Finished it.
Good.
Just kidding.
It's not good to lie to your teacher.
Yes.
That was an evil giggle. All right, everybody got this? Can I turn this off? Nope, still copying. Okay. Make sure you finish self-assess through 15 for your homework.